Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to episode 32 of Working on a Title. I'm Carson Custer,
And I am Michael Douglas.
and this week is
Same as last week.
Same as last week, minus Zach.
Yeah.
A little less Zach this week.
So to tell you what's going on, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just it's Biden won the presidency for the fourth time this week.
Yeah. No. Trump actually tweeted today, like a few hours ago, that he won
this election. So
yeah, he won.
Donald J. Trump, DJ, as I call him, as his friends call him,
DJ
has won the election according to himself.
Yes.
I know the sources.
He's won once again 5 times now, many of times now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
the
doing
most
pretty good.
Wins out of any president.
He has won this election so many times.
I have the biggest win-to-loss ratio of any president.
I have the highest KD of all time. These are just facts.
The highest KD.
Dude, yeah, our president's got the highest KD of all time.
Damn right.
He's also in the Wrestle Hall of Fame. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, he's in the WrestleMania Hall of Fame or whatever.
Yeah, isn't that kind of crazy?
No, he's an actor. Of course he would be.
You're right. Never mind. Because they're all actors. Wrestling's fake. It's not real.
Mm-hmm. Though it is physically taxing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I respect the people who do it because, like, yeah, it's not easy to be a wrestler because, like, if they I think they get fined if you bleed. Like, if they bleed, if they get injured and they bleed, they are charged for it.
Yeah,
not the other person.
The McMahons, which are the people who own WWE, are fucking assholes. Like, not good people.
Really?
Yeah, they really screw over the wrestlers.
Damn, that's bullshit. That
sucks. Bullshit.
That is bullshit. Sorry, I need to plug in my headset because it's gonna die if I don't.
As we wait for this motherfucker to get prepped for the podcast.
Oh my god, I am here. I am talking. I just gotta put my shit. Fuck.
He's caught in his damn man bun. Fucking stupid ass. Look at him. Look at him.
Shit.
You know, that's why you have wired headsets.
You can still hear me. I'm still here.
That's why.
You just
wired.
I can't hear you.
Hashtag Audio Technica gang. Skirt. I would have gotten an Audio Technica microphone, but I don't have money for it.
I would get any other microphone if it wasn't for the fact that fucking just
you need to get a new damn headset. I'll tell you
what do you mean? It works.
It's not a gamer headset though. You need a gamer headset.
It's literally a gamer headset. It's a fucking Turtle Beach headset.
Oh, you're right.
It literally is a gaming headset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that studio grade quality JK. It's a 3.5 millimeter input right there.
Oh fuck! It's a USB microphone. It's not.
Well, the headphones are good, and then the microphone is a USB microphone, so it's not amazing, but it does its job.
It's like it's the same for this one. You know, it's a USB microphone, but it records the audio. So
all I needed to do,
honestly, it's all I needed to do.
I had a pop filter at home, but it's fucking big. Like, those things are huge.
Like the thing you clamp onto the stand or whatever. Yeah, I have one too. I've never used it because I think the people who designed my microphone are dumb. Because
the fuzzy ball works fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know. I feel like that's overkill having this and that.
Yeah,
covering it. It's just a lot. It's also it's like very clunky to have all that.
Also, for me, I have to be pretty close to my microphone to use it.
Yeah,
because this is really like broadcast quality stuff. Not quality, but like meant for broadcast. So you have to be like really tight. So with the pop filter, I'm like back here, and it's like kind of quiet. So I have to shout.
Yeah. When
I'm doing anyway. Other than that, we're just stalling for time because content.
This episode is brought to you by no one. We should do. What if we could start getting sponsors for the podcast?
Hey,
that'd be crazy.
Does anyone want to sponsor us?
No one who's listening would be able to sponsor us and give us money.
Nope, shut up.
These are just facts, Michael.
We will call you out. We're going to start an OnlyFans, and every subscriber to our OnlyFans will get one shout out per podcast because we are very
You can't just
popular
sign me
and
up
very
for
famous. Nope,
OnlyFans.
I'm doing it anyway. I
You
don't care.
can't. Carson, post nude content now.
I never said we had to post nude content.
Well, it's fucking OnlyFans. Why else
You
would
know,
you use OnlyFans?
it's for our fans. Okay.
Start a GoFundMe or something, man. A Patreon.
Patreon is just as bad as OnlyFans, but they're like Patreon's doing a fucking sus thing where they're like banning all nudity and shit like that, because it's Patreon and they want to be a family friendly thing or whatever. So a bunch of Patreon people are going over to OnlyFans because it's just easier for them.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that platform is like literally for them,
Mm-hmm.
like literally for that content. So if you're doing that content, it's like all set up for you to like,
OnlyFans has such a great I'm gonna sound like a weirdo, but OnlyFans is such a good like platform for sex work, because it has a lot of verification steps. So
yeah,
everyone on there is 18. They're verified to be 18, and like everyone on there has to have like documentation saying if they want to do this and saying like I'm over the age and I'm doing this like consensually, stuff like that. Because if you want to get like if you want to like collab with people, either they already have to be on OnlyFans and posting, or you have to submit documentation from them about their age and their like. I think if they submit like your birth certificate to OnlyFans, which is like kind of sus, but at the same time, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation before, I believe, of like that it's good that they're doing that and that like, dating things should do similar things of like making you verify your age and not just be like, when were you born? And then putting like 1960 and then being like, okay.
That's what I do on Steam. My birthday is January 1st, 1994.
On Steam?
On Steam, yeah.
I think I changed mine when I turned 18.
Even though they have my fucking birthday already. They have it. And they still are like, what's your birthday?
Oh yeah. When you every single time you got to go into and like register, like for like just view a certain game. Yeah, I usually just use the default because the default now is
dumb shit.
Yeah, but so when I turned 18, I went through a bunch of my accounts and just changed my birthday to my actual birthday because I was like, I don't need it to be way before. Like when Snapchat, it would say like a random day was my birthday just because I wanted to use Snapchat before I was 18. So I remember I went to Twitter to do that. I went on my Twitter and I changed the birthday. And the second I changed my birthday, they locked me out of my account. I was locked out of my Twitter account. Yeah. And I had to make a new one. And that's the one I currently use. But I send Twitter like annually ever since then. I send them an appeal to get my account back because I would really like to have it back. Mainly because the name Gotato was taken. It was mine. But then my account got deleted, and then some edgy fuck on Twitter took it. And he posts very offensive things with my ad that he took because it's gone now.
We should buy from him.
What I keep doing is I report the account every so often. I'll find a tweet that's actually offensive and I'll report it. And I ask anyone to go to @Gotato on Twitter and just report the fuck out of that guy. I want my handle back.
A really good thing about having the name, it was Phaser Joker, and that was kind of cringe. And now it's Phaser J, which is better. I like that a lot. I like Phaser J. It sounds better. But a good thing about that is no one fucking has that name. Like Phaser J is such an obscure name, and it comes from such an obscure place in my like lineage. But it doesn't sound like some of those fucking crazy ass usernames.
Like, oh god, online usernames. People need just to fucking get it. No one gets how to do usernames still. Like it's you want it to be one word, if possible, one word, something easy to say. I think Gotato is fine. I think Gotato, the one I have, is like a decent one. A lot of people mispronounce it, but it's short and it's to the point and it looks good. It doesn't look, and it's like usually open. I usually can get it. And I did have it on Twitter, but then some fucker took it after my account got removed.
If your username should be, if you don't do like either content no, even if you do content if you don't do like video games and stuff, it should be like your name or as close to your name as possible. And if you do if you do want like a screen name, I agree, it should be very easy to say and very memorable to say. Something that rolls off the tongue and not hard to pronounce. Like Phaser, it's spelled phonetically, so it's not super hard to like remember. Say, one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, SSOHPKC. No one calls him SSOHPKC; they call him Seamus because no one wants to fucking say, "Oh, SSOHPKC is whatever." No, just come on.
Some of the names are really bad. Like I honestly like there's a part of me for a little bit that just wanted to use Carson, just Carson. But there's already some fucker on the internet.
Some motherfucker.
Some motherfucker call me Carson's already out there. So it's like I don't really want to just do Carson.
Even Call Me Carson doesn't have Call Me Carson. He has Call Me Carson YT, I think.
Yeah, but it's still like the idea that like someone already is like huge with just Carson in their name. I don't know. It just feels like they'll be like, "Oh, is this like a thing for call? Is this like a fan?" It's like, no, it's my name.
Yeah, you got really unlucky having someone come out of nowhere with the name.
Yeah,
Call Me Carson.
No fucker. No one's named Carson anymore.
No.
It's like except no Carson.
Except Carson King.
It's like, Call Me Carson, Carson Custer.
And it's like if someone came out was player. Like there was a name that was Michael Douglas. Like,
yeah, what the fuck's that about?
Who the fuck? Yeah, who would have that
whose name is Michael in the first place? No one's named Michael.
Call me Michael YT.
Call me Wubby.
Call me Wubby. Pay money Wubby. That's a good name. That's a good name.
That is a good name.
It rolls off the tongue and it's funny.
It is funny. It is
Pay
funny.
money Wubby. Ludwig, that's his fucking name.
That's his actual name. I think a lot of the people who do like have names that like they're like, oh, that doesn't sound real, but it's like that's actually just their name. That's so cool. Like Ludwig, yeah, that's a cool name.
Jawish, which is one of Carson's friends, Josh. That's a good one too. Just you can tell the good giant waffles. Like that's not a good username, but it's easy to say. And it's memorable. Lyric, like there's a pattern. There's this.
Okay, so I've been playing the BTS pack and Beat Saber recently because it came out.
Fucking K-pop stan.
Yeah, well the thing is I'm not even a BTS fan, but I got it because the music sounded fun. It's pretty catchy. It's pretty fun. Some of the music's really good. And I've been competing for high scores and top spots on the leaderboards for one song called Dynamite. And for like a day, I had number one, and then this guy, his name on the Oculus was Fire Luke Gaming. Fire Luke spelled L-U-K, so it's just Fire Luke. No, with a 3.
He was number 3 when you posted your screenshot.
Yeah, underscore Fire Luke underscore gaming. Yes.
What kind of fucking name is that?
Yes, and I went on his Twitter. I was curious if he had a Twitter and if he was posting about being he's now number 1. Or no, he's number 2 now, I think. He got pushed back down. And I went to his Twitter, and yeah, he has the same shitty handle. It's such a shitty name. Such a shitty name.
Number 8 on that screenshot was TC underscore Fabe underscore YouTube. What kind of fucking name is that?
How old are these people, man?
Excelsior Texi. That's a decent name.
That's okay.
This number 4, Ila Fuck Blocky.
How about this? For next week?
583 and
That's a good one.
583.
How about this for next week? Everyone send us your online your screen names. The screen names that you use online. We will rate your screen name.
I'll rate one right now. Jack Zaxxon.
Jack Zaxxon's good.
It's pretty good. It's hard to remember because it's like fucking confusing, but it's a good one.
Yeah, it's good. Another one he uses is Zip, just ZIP, Zip.
That's all right.
which is good. I think Zip's good.
Yeah, I think it'll be taken a lot, but
oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna rate our usernames. Your username, Gotato, 2 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. It's like a solid. It's like a solid 6 or 7.
Okay.
Pog champ face.
6 or 7. That's a 6 is a little low. 7 is still a little low, but I can deal with it a little bit more.
Yeah, it's hard to spell. It's hard to look at and pronounce. But then once you understand, yeah, but once you understand, it's good.
I get Goado a lot.
Yeah, Goado.
It's something I've been thinking about changing for a bit because that has been something I thought about. Is like, the pronunciation of it is commonly confused.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's like having just like thinking of a name isn't really the way to do it.
Yeah, that was me for a long time. Phaser J. Okay, I used to be Phaser Joker, which is a solid 2 out of 10 name.
Phaser J, I'd say Phaser J is I'd say it's like a 7 or 8 for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a 7 or 8. It's easy to remember, and like no one can confuse the title, and like, but for a while I wanted to change my name too, and like sitting down and being like, what is impactful to me that I can change my name to? It's like,
well, that doesn't like come up with anything cool. It just sounds kind of like dorky and lame if you just like sit down and like come up with something. Because like Gotato is spontaneous for me. It was just something I thought of just like as like a 6th grader. I was like playing Goat Simulator a bunch, and I was like goat and then potato because I'm a quirky kid. Go potato.
Yes, same with Phaser J. I was in 5th or 6th grade, and I told that story already. Go check out the podcast where I told that story.
Cause that's like the episode. That's like episode. I was looking through thumbnails the other day. That's like episode
way back
4. There. It's like 4. So
I think we did it because we wanted everyone to kind of like know who we were.
Yeah,
and that's why I feel like a problem with hold on. Oh yeah, April 20th. So episode 4. I feel like it's a problem with because we want to rebrand. And I feel like that's a problem with wanting to rebrand is that we have no fucking clue what to name it. And like things would come up. We have one idea in mind, but like that's like fine. It's like a fine idea.
Yeah, I think that's the thing is that these names that we've come up with, they're cool and I think they're like fine, but it feels a little generic and it feels like it's not like from a place that would like help people understand what the podcast is.
Yeah, it doesn't brand us at all.
Yeah. And I think that's like kind of the issue, unless one of us has like a fucking eureka moment where it's like, this is it. This has to be it. It's kind of like, okay, then we might as well just stay.
Yeah. Working on a title.
Working on it. We're working on it.
We're working on it. It's in progress.
Oh God, funny as fuck.
How do you move your hands so damn fast?
What do you mean?
When you're playing Beat Saber.
Oh, like
yeah.
It's really like because people are like, oh, how do you have the maps memorized? I don't have them memorized. There's a general motion of like you kind of learn that like, okay, if I'm swinging down, my next motion is generally gonna be up, and it's just like, and then you kind of like because like when I do ghost notes, it's like a lot of the songs I don't like have 100% memorized, but like I know that if I'm swinging down, I'll see like a blip of it in the like distance in the back. Like you'll see the arrow appear for like a second and then it vanishes. And then I'm like, okay, so I kind of know. So it's a mix between just like what feels natural and then like looking in the distance to see like, okay, that's what's coming next. And then for the ones, like the one clip I posted on Twitter of me working on that song where I was like fucking going crazy with ghost notes, that's just kind of, I'm swinging my arms. I'm just kind of swinging.
I know our teacher like praises you because he's like, he's so fucking good. And go.
It's very sweet of
I'm
them.
mad. I get mad at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get good at Beat Saber.
I don't want to.
It's so much
I,
fun. I
I would
love that
love I
game.
would love to get good at Beat Saber. I just have no interest in getting good at Beat Saber because it's like it's so much work.
I
It's
had a
so much work.
So the way I got into it was it was actually like even before I had my own like quest and whatnot. I was at a friend's house and they had PlayStation VR, which was my first introduction to like VR. Like my
Mhm.
first introduction where okay, so my first introduction was my brother got a headset. It was like this weird, I don't even know what kind of headset he got. It was a shitty headset that he got, and it was like the skydiving simulator thing, and that was the first time I had ever done VR. Was I did like a skydiving thing and I plummeted face first into a virtual ground falling out of the sky. That was my introduction to VR. And
How does that work? Because you'd be like standing up, right?
yeah,
And you're just like looking down.
yeah,
That's it.
it's not comfy.
That's really shitty.
Well, I think it was like a wingsuit thing. So you were like trying to like navigate, but yeah, it wasn't great. Um, and then yeah, so I went to a friend's house. They had PlayStation VR and they had Beat Saber, and I remember they were playing, and like she was pretty good at the time, and we were just watching. Me and my friend were watching her play, and she was like, "You want to try?" And I tried. I played the song that I played a lot was Crab Rave. It was the first
Oh
because the
my
only thing I like.
fucking
It
god.
was the only one I knew because
Yeah.
like I came in, I was like, I don't know any of these songs. I was like, oh okay, Crab Rave. I recognize that. That'll be fun to like. That'll be funny to just like. And I played on hard, and I could not beat it on hard. I had a very
It's
hard
hard. It's a
time.
hard level.
Well, yeah. Well, when you're new to the game, it's also like it's like whoa, like I this is crazy. And also everyone who plays Beat Saber the first time swings way too hard.
Yeah.
It's not a physical, you don't it does not it's
It's like that over like you're kind of compensating.
yeah, oh yeah, no, I
Like it's
swung
flowy.
so hard when I played Beat Saber for the first time. They're like, dude, just like don't.
Just fucking chill, dude.
It's hard though. It's because it's so it's like when you hop in, you're just like, you see a thing, you're told to slice it. You want to fuck because like to slice something in real life, it's like you got to fucking go at it.
Yeah.
So when I did that because so I was really bad at first, and then when we got my own quest, I like the first thing I remember when we got our quest for the major, the first thing I did was I went back to our room and I bought Beat Saber.
I remember.
I was like I'm going to buy Beat Saber and I'm gonna fucking get good at it, and then yeah, here we are.
We are.
I'm okay at it.
The first experience with VR for me was, well, way back when I went to Shell Games and played on the Dev Kit 1 of the Oculus Rift. And I Expect You to Die because they made that game and it's
Yeah.
such a good game. But the second experience I had with it was for the major. I came in for like a test day just to like explain the major to me and go through everything. I met Doug for the first time there. And there was a Beat Saber thing set up because they had like a couple of riffs and then one Vive, which I like the Vive more than the Rift, but I like the Quest more than the Vive. But anyway, they had one of those set up, and I was playing, and like I went on it twice. The first one I played on, she was like, "Okay, you're gonna want to select easy." And then go through it. And I was like, okay. And I clicked easy and I played it. And it was so easy, like fucking crazy easy. Because it was, if you've played Beat Saber easy,
Beat Saber Easy is so fucking easy.
it's so easy. But then I went back in and she was like, okay, if you want to select normal, I real quick went over and selected hard. And she was like, oh, whoa, well, good luck. And then I like almost FC'd it. Because like hard is also not super hard when you are okay. And then I'll get to that part of the story. Anyway, when I got out, she was like, "Oh, you're a gamer, aren't you?" Which at the time I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Oh fuck
But it was
yeah.
like kind of cringe. But yeah, like if you play video games, like statistically, your hand-eye coordination is better than others, just because of like the way you do it. But yeah, if you've played video games before, hard is usually not too hard on any of the levels.
Yeah.
Once you get to extreme or extreme plus, throw all that fucking shit out the window. It's so difficult.
Yeah. The jump from expert to expert plus is like kind of crazy because like expert will do stuff where it's like okay, they cross the like the notes, like you're like you'll be swinging with your right hand over to the other side to hit a note, and it's like that's about it. You go to Expert Plus, there's now diagonals and cross diagonal. Like they like throw a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff in there.
there was, I forget which fucking level it was, but it's like it might have been a custom level, but there was a part where you have to like go like this, but it was like the notes overlapped and then came down on the other side. So you had to real quick like that without touching any of the other notes, which was fucking so hard. I tried for like 15 minutes to try to get this, and I could never get it.
Yeah, a lot of the custom songs are actually garbage. Like a lot, like the songs people make, they're terrible. Because I used to be like, oh man, I just want to get custom songs. I just want to play custom songs so I can play songs I know. No, I prefer playing the stuff they make because like they know how to make maps. I mean, there are a few stinkers on Beat Saber. They made some pretty shitty maps. There are some ones that are in the game that are just like not good, but there's some really good ones. Then like like the BTS pack, the one that just came out, like it's really fun. It's like some good shit. Some of the best mapping in a bit. I didn't play the Linkin Park pack because I'm not spending money on that. Fucking Linkin
Park. Dude, it's been fucking windy.
Yeah.
Like Chatham has this fucking thing. It's so annoying. Their light poles turn into fucking whistles when wind goes through them. So all night I just hear
that'd
like
be
in
so
a
nice.
fucking cartoon. But it's like it's so loud all night.
I love that, man. Like we get, yesterday, it was windy yesterday. Windy and rainy.
It was like a hurricane out there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Is there a hurricane going on?
Is there? I don't know. I don't watch the news. When I'm at school, like I don't know what goes on in the world because usually when I'm at home, there's like a TV on with the news.
Yeah.
But when I'm here, like no cable, I don't like go out of my way to watch the news, so I don't really know what's going on in the world.
I think we had tropical winds going on. Sick nasty. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I'm the same. I don't look at the news. The only news I get is from Twitter.
Yeah.
Which is not a reliable news source.
No, not at all.
Or Reddit, which is also, better, but it's still not a reliable news source.
Yeah.
I'm a Redditor, guys.
Fuck Reddit.
Fuck Reddit.
Reddit is fine if you find like subreddits that you're interested in, but then like Reddit as a whole, I don't think is bad. There are subreddits that are definitely like not great, and I think that goes for any sort of social media platform. Like Twitter is fine, but if you go to certain corners of Twitter, you'll end up not like recently I've been kind of like purging my Twitter of like smashers. I love Super Smash Brothers.
Smashers.
That's smashers, man.
Hey guys, it's your favorite smasher here.
Just like the Smash scene. I don't know. Smash scene's dumb as fuck. Like at least the melee players are fine, but it's the ultimate.
I'm gonna get a hot take.
Go for it.
There shouldn't be as big of a Smash scene as there is.
Smash scene isn't big.
But it's like still pretty big.
Smash scene's tiny. Nintendo doesn't support it.
The melee scene is still decent, which I think melee is fine, and I think the first Smash is fine, but everything else after that shouldn't have like a competitive thing.
Melee scene is tiny. It's tinier than the Ultimate scene just because Ultimate's new. It's the new hot toy for the Smash scene. And yeah, because the thing is, what's interesting is like, the games have been similar when you go from because all the Brawl players went to 4 and then all the players from 4 went to Ultimate. Yeah. Like none of those games before didn't stick around, and the only games that have stuck are 64 and Melee because they are very different, But
it's like
Brawl,
releasing a new Madden every year.
Yeah.
Except it's Nintendo and it's a fighting game. I think fucking Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 10. There's nothing different. There's nothing different.
Because the jump from Brawl to 4 was decently different. They got rid of a lot of the shitty mechanics in Brawl and but 4 was fine. I thought 4 was okay. But Brawl. Ultimate's great. I think Ultimate's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting like yeah, I don't know. Well, it's not even so much, it's a fun competitive game to play. Like it definitely feels rewarding when you're good at it. But then there are situations where it just feels fucking random or it just feels like shitty to play.
Minecraft Steve.
I
My
can't argue
boy,
with that.
my boy is powerful.
He's good. He's fun. He's really fun to play. Um, but yeah, no, the Smash people in the Smash community are just kind of annoying and they just complain all the time. And I've been purging my Twitter of that because
Yeah,
it's annoying.
I think a thing with any competitive game is people just fucking complain.
Oh my
Just they just complain, and they'll never be happy. Um, I was in the CS scene for a long time. CS:GO, if those of you don't know, kind of like one of the biggest esports in the world or
I'm
whatever.
kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. There's like two things I want to talk about, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's the same thing. When the AUG, like people were like, it's only the M4 and the AK, which are like the two like best were the best guns in the game. Like those are the only guns that I use. And then they buffed one of the other guns. They were like, this gun's now too strong. And then they were like, fine. So they reduced the price, reduced what they did. And then buffed another gun. And they were like, "This gun is now way too strong." Everyone wants it. It's like you can't.
You can't. Yeah, no, I think that's what it kind of is like. At least that's what kind of what I like about Smash is that like the devs just don't fucking listen to the community. Like there's which is good and bad because like people are like this character needs to be nerfed and this character needs to be buffed and like occasionally they'll hit the mark of like what people want. But then sometimes in like the cases of King DDD who
King DDD.
he's King DD who needs buffs very badly will just keep getting nerfed, which is funny as fuck.
That's really funny.
It's funny.
Please, the four King DDD players that are like, please buff him, and they just go, no, nerf,
no,
bye.
they just keep nerfing him. I love King DD. I play him when I do play Smash, and like they just keep nerfing him. I never noticed the difference. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's like the beauty of like older games like Melee still being around is that like that game was released and that was that. Like,
Yeah.
Like all those broken mechanics, wave dashing, and like all the certain like L canceling, all that stuff is in the game. Shouldn't be. And characters that are broken, like Fox and Falco and like Marth, and
It was just broken.
they're just broken. Like they're just good, and there's no fixing that.
Yeah, the Ludwig, we talked about earlier. He got into content creation through the Melee scene.
Yeah.
And he talked about it. It was just like the reason that scene is so good is because all the glitches have been found out. Everything's been exploited, and now it's a part of the meta to like use all those exploits to play instead of like now where you're gonna find a Minecraft Steve Infinite cancel thing, and then that's gonna be it.
We'll patch it
With the ice climbers, so we can just hold the guy and just fucking beat the shit out of him.
We love wobbling in this household. But yeah, no, I think that's what's extremely unique about the Melee scene. It's just the fact that there is no such like it's one, Nintendo wouldn't support it, and two is that at the time the game came out when like online patching wasn't a thing, at least on the the GameCube. So it's like the game was released and that was that. Which there's a beauty in that, There's a beauty in a game just releasing and you just can't fix shit.
There really is. What was I gonna say about the CS scene? The CS scene's so weird to me. No, it's like a very normal scene. There's a lot of toxicity, but it's a very normal thing. But the way to think about the CS scene is some of the biggest teams are all like from the same country. So like, which like sounds not weird at first, but then you realize that like 30 or 40 countries participate. So Team Astralis, which is number one in the world for a long time, I think they're all from Denmark. Like the entire team's from Denmark. NIP, Ninjas and Pajamas, they were all from Sweden. And like, so we have NA teams and we have EU teams. The EU teams are fucking powerhouses, but they restrict themselves because they won't take talent from different countries. They'll take talent from the same country and put them all on a team. and I mean the team will still be fucking amazing, but
Yeah.
like they still restrict themselves like that. Where NA teams have only Canada and North America, and like that's who we pull talent from, and we still fucking suck. We suck. We're not good. We had Team Liquid for like a half a year. So Astralis, there was something called the Intel Grand Slam, which you win like 3 trophies in an amount of time, or like you just win 3 trophies, and then you get $1 million from Intel. And so Astralis took 3 years to get there. Liquid, right after that, took 6 months to get there.
Oh wow.
Not even 6 months. It was like 176 days.
What happened to Liquid?
They just got bad. They got rusty.
Oh.
So I'm not in the scene now, but pretty much it's the same. Like they're not up to par anymore. It was like Cloud9. Cloud9, my favorite team of all time. My favorite lineup of all time. Skadoodle. I don't know. Skadoodle, Stewie, Tarek, Rush, Automatic. Automatic's my favorite player of all time. Skadoodle's my second favorite player of all time. But that was the lineup for the Boston Major, which was in 2018 or 2017. But it was the biggest Counter-Strike tournament. So a major is a Valve sponsored event. So it's like the biggest tournament of the year, the biggest prize pool of the year, the biggest award of the year. And this fucking rough and tumble NA team that was placed together like from 6 months ago won the Boston Grand Slam, not the Boston Grand Slam, the Boston Major, which was the first major ever won by an NA team in an NA video game. So like it was such a big deal, and then they fucking blew it, and they won the major, and then became garbage, and then all the players left, and now Cloud9 is like a Taiwanese team.
Wow, man, yeah. That's crazy. I feel, man, that's kind of weird about those like team games. Is that it feels like, at least the way you're describing it, it feels like players like rotate in and out so fast, where it's like it's really hard just to like love a team because like the team dynamic changes.
Yeah, like all the time. Some teams rotate fucking monthly. But like Astralis has been the same team for a long time. Ninja and Pajamas had the same 2 players for like until they retired. And then FaZe have tried. Okay, FaZe was such a fucking weird one too. All right, so we all know who FaZe Clan is, right?
Yeah,
one of the biggest gaming corporations in North America. They were looking to make the ultimate team of Counter-Strike players. Spoiler alert, didn't work. They weren't fucking good. They were the best players of all time, and they fucking sucked.
Wow.
It was the best player of all time, Olaf Meister, Guardian, Nico, which was an amazing fragger. Who was on that team?
Why weren't they good? Could they just like not work together well?
It was just, I don't know, they dropped the ball so many times. Rain, Nico, Kerrigan, Guardian, and Olaf Meister.
These names don't mean much to me, but I will take your word that these are big
they don't mean a lot to you, but they were like the best team of all time. Wait, what is it? Olaf Meister, Guardian, Nico, Rain. Yeah, Kerrigan. Anyway, it was like the best talent from everywhere in Europe because NA sucks. And then they put them all together and we're like, this is the best. They paid so much money for these guys. Like, I think Guardian was in Na'Vi, which Simple is the best player of all time now. Simple was fucking amazing. But he was in Na'Vi and they paid like $3 million to get him off of that. $3 million to buy his contract.
Whoa. Just for his team to suck.
Just for the team to not be that good. Like, they were good. They made it to the finals in the Boston Major alongside Cloud9. And then Cloud9 fucking beat them.
Wow.
Which, like, that expensive-ass team got beat by NA players. Like,
yeah. Wow. Dang. CSGO is like, I've seen a few clips of like competitive CSGO. It seems like it can't be like what I'm sure you've seen the clip. It's the clip where there's one guy alive and it's like the other team's like looking for him and he's like in this corner and a guy walks like right past him and he just like follows him. He doesn't pull the trigger just yet. He just follows the person and like stealthily takes like two people out. It's sick. I've
Yeah.
never watched competitive CS:GO, but that is an amazing clip. That is
Yeah.
worth watching.
It's like that's called trigger control. It's just there's so many great tactics you can use, and it's such a diverse game. That's why it's still popular. But I had to step away from it because I'm not into competitive stuff anymore. So
I think I've hit a similar like thing. It's like I'm not like 100% out of being competitive. I do enjoy being competitive, and I think I've kind of stepped away from like Smash right now and like not playing it as much. Don't care too much to be doing tournaments and whatnot. But it's like I'm competitive in like Beat Saber. I enjoy like competing for high scores. I've been speedrunning Mario. It's like that is for me a way to be competitive with myself.
Yeah,
which is
I
like
agree.
more enjoyable. It's like I don't feel like I'm being outclassed by other people. The only person that I have to outclass is myself in previous times and previous scores because I think that's fun. But yeah, I think competitive games can just be kind of toxic, and it's just like I don't need that.
They're super like emotionally taxing,
Yeah.
and like mentally taxing. Because with Counter-Strike, I'm always thinking, like that's a game where you can't like phase like disassociate. You have to be there.
You have to gotta focus. I will say though, there's definitely some like competitive gaming moments that like if you've never there's a video by Nakey Jakey on YouTube about competitive video gaming, and he highlights it really well of just like what the appeal of it is, like why it's so cool. Like at the very end, he's like this is why you should care, and he shows like some of the most like crazy like that's where I found that clip was him. And there's like there's like a Street Fighter 2 clip of like this guy who blocks this ultimate that like he blocks this move that like if in he blocked it in a tournament setting, and like doing it outside of a tournament setting, some guy like tested it. It took him like 100 some tries to block this move perfectly, and this guy did it first try in tournament like finals.
Yeah,
Under that pressure he did it. And it's like moments like that the audience is like going crazy, and it's like so personal and it feels so like genuine. It's beautiful. I think esports are like a really like cool thing, and it's way better than like fucking football.
yeah. Dude, oh my god, when Cloud9 won the Boston Major, it's in Boston, so it's in America. When they got that final kill, the fucking crowd, which was like, it was like 100, it was like 10,000 people. I think so. It was a big stadium. They they flipped. It was like such, like I watched it live.
Yeah,
it was such a like exhilarating moment for me, and like I don't get that with any other sport. Even though I liked sports, there's no like, I don't know, like there when you watch NFL, there's no sense of like that could be me, but watching some of these pro players, it's like, oh, I could do that.
yeah. Well, it's like because you understand it,
Yeah.
I think like even when I'll watch competitive Smash and whatnot, like Melee and Ultimate, like Ultimate especially, even though I enjoy Melee more, but when I watch Ultimate, it's like I'll watch people do stuff, and like I can appreciate it down to like simple movement things where someone will do like some like movement and I'm just like that was sick, or like I'll see how they do something, I'm just like god he did this into that, and it's like I know how to do that, so it's like that much more impressive.
Yeah.
you know
I agree. It's like you watch these pro players do something, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let me try that. And you try it, and then it works, and you're like, oh, I'm adding that to my repertoire.
Exactly. It's like you're learning while also watching this thing, and like just the fact that like you have the tools to do that. Like these people aren't like they're good at a video game, Like at least with Smash, like, and I'm sure even with Counter-Strike, it's like if you're good enough, you will get recognized because it's a game which like in the case of Counter-Strike, the developers supported a lot. It's like there's money there, there's money to be made, and I mean, yeah, you have to be like the top 1% of like players to like make it on that level. But like it's a lot more reasonable than becoming a professional football player.
Yeah, and like you can't like see someone do some football tactic and go like, oh, I'm gonna do that in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna add that to my repertoire.
Like it's like you can't practice. I mean, you can practice football, but it's not like I can spend hours grinding out like my aim training and like playing competitive games. You can't spend hours like just playing like an actual football game.
Yeah.
You can practice like drills and stuff like that, but like it won't ever compare to an actual game.
Yeah. Well, because at least
Um,
when you're practicing with like for a game and whatnot, you can still like be in the setting of I'm competing against someone else. You know,
mhm,
like in Counter-Strike, you'll play competitive like in your free time and like you're paired with a team against other real people, you
mhm.
know, and it's a competitive game. Like you were there to win and to get your rank to go up. And I feel like with sports, it's like, yeah, you could scrimmage the team, but that's not like a real setting.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel as like authentic as like going and playing a game competitively online. Even when you're practicing, you're getting that feeling of like, okay, I'm against someone. It's time to like, focus.
I used to be on a team for a little bit.
Really.
Yeah, it was not an actual team, but like it was like this fucking team search website, and like I applied for the team, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you want to play for us?" I was like, "Sure," and then we ended up just like doing scrimmages, like competitive game, like actual competitive games, but like not against other teams, just against
Oh,
random people. So it was kind of weird, but like,
weird.
not to brag, but I always did so much better than him. I was like, dude, y'all said you were good.
What the fuck?
It's like, the fuck is this?
No, I get that. What was I gonna? There's something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, no, I wanna. There's like one like I want to play Overwatch. I want to get on an Overwatch team for a little bit. I love Overwatch. People shit on Overwatch because it's dead or whatever. I love that game.
I like that game a lot.
It's
I want to go
really
back to
good.
season one.
Yeah.
Like, take away all the other characters. Go back to season one with the Roadhog 1.0 hook. I will decimate motherfuckers. Season
Anyone will
two,
decimate motherfuckers with that with the Roadhog.
yeah. Season two, I played. I was a Reinhardt main, which was
Hmm.
the big guy with the shield.
Yes.
I I'm so good. I was so good. I was like in the top 10% of Reinhardt's.
Dang.
So
That's crazy.
yeah, I was, and then I only got up to diamonds, but that's my team's fault. I'm just a shield.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's the great thing about Overwatch is like you don't have to be good at shooting. You can just like play a different, if you literally just play Reinhardt. Like Reinhardt, you just have
yeah.
to shield and shit, and it's like
And
you
you
just
have a hammer, and then you have a fire attack, and that's it.
and you fucking swing that shit. It's great.
Yeah,
Overwatch is fantastic. It's good.
I always tried a DPS, which you need aim for, but
Yeah,
my aim in Counter Strike did not translate to my aim in Overwatch.
it's
I could
different.
never get that same consistent aim. So I played Reinhardt and I played Roadhog, which you don't need to aim for really either of those,
Yep.
except with the hook. And I was great at leading people with a hook. Even now, still, I'm still good with Roadhog, but I don't like the way the gun works. So it's kind of
Dude, I've been practicing like my Titanfall 2 sniping. Dude, I've gotten some insane snipes in Titanfall 2. I fucking love that. That is what I think that is the best first person shooter of all time right now.
yeah, it's
It's
so good. I
it's
really enjoy
really
Titanfall.
it's fantastic. It's such a good game. Like
The
I want to
movement
try.
is so fluid. The guns feel good. They
Yeah.
feel so good. It's just everything's good. Just
It's a great game. I want to try Apex because I know it's on PC now.
yeah,
I heard I don't know
it's
if
on
it's any good.
Origin, but it's also on Steam. So
It's on Steam now, so I think I'm gonna try it because I guess it's by the same people who made Titanfall, so you're getting that movement and stuff. Like, and
yeah,
I just want
the
to try
movement and the
something they
guns look
made.
the same,
Yeah,
and feel the same. So
I'm probably gonna install that and play that.
I might, but I'm real into Isaac. That's that
Yeah,
competitive stuff for me is Isaac.
yeah.
Like going room to room is just fun. And then I'm replaying, not replaying, kind of replaying, but also going through the first time. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor,
Oh,
which
I never played it.
it's very good. It's like I love. If I would play Shadow of War now because it's basically the same game but like better.
Hmm.
But it's just really fun to kill. It's like Batman, but you're killing orcs or uruks, which they
Ulux.
call them. Just smart
Yeah.
orcs.
I want to get Spider-Man Miles Morales really badly because I
That's for the
love
PS5, right?
Spider-Man. Yeah, and PS4. It's on PS4 too. I did watch a review on it though, and apparently the game's really short. Um,
How much is it?
it's $50. It's
Oof.
$10 less. Yeah, it's $50, and apparently it's really short. I'm so what the I watched Critical's review on it, and I guess I kind of got this from the naming convention. When I first saw it, I was like, is this just gonna be like a DLC situation? Is it? But I think what it was I think Critical said this too was he thinks it was a DLC that was made into a full game,
Oh yeah.
which I like. I kind of had that feeling too from it because I was like, okay, the naming convention's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah,
The
Spider-Man Miles
map's the
Morales.
same. Yeah,
It's the
map's
same map?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's New York, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
So
like,
yeah, it's probably just DLC. They
yeah, it was
probably
probably.
upported it to PS5.
Well, yeah, it was definitely probably going to be like a $20 DLC for Spider-Man. They're like, shit, we can make a game out of this and put it with PS5.
They were like, "Oh, people like this black kid."
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I think it's still something I want to get, but I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale.
I saw the way the suit works.
Michael's looking out his window. Something's
Excuse
happening.
me. I saw the way the suit works. Which is one of the coolest parts of the game to me is the
That,
suits.
oh
But
my
like
god.
when you're running with a Miles Morales suit on, you're like kind of that same like glitchy animation
Well,
from
yeah, you're like animated at a lower frame rate to
yeah,
look like a comic book.
and that's so sick.
It's fucking
That's
yeah.
so
So
sick.
if you don't know, so there is a suit in the new Spider-Man game, and it's based off Into the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales from that movie. And when you have the suit on, your character is animated at a lower frame rate, like they are in the movie. So when you're swinging around, it literally looks like the movie. It's incredible. It's insane.
Yeah.
The fact that it's like real time that's happening.
Yeah, that like that is so sick to me. In the original Spider-Man game, you had like the comic book suit, which wasn't a lower frame rate, but it looked flat
Yeah.
compared to the other suits, which were like 3D models. Like this looked flat, but like not dimensionless.
Hmm.
Like it looked like a comic book page, and then you were swinging around this 3D world as a flat. It was just crazy, and I've never seen anything like it in any other game except
Yeah.
maybe Paper Mario, but like that doesn't count.
Yeah. It's really yeah. I mean, the first Spider-Man game's really good. So that's why like I love that game. So that's why I'm like I really want to go get into the Miles
There's a
Morales.
third fucking Doctor Octopus.
Yeah.
There's
Man.
the one from Spider-Man 1 or 2. Then it was the Doctor Octopus from Spider-Verse. But no, that was the third one. The second one was the Doc Ock from Spider-Man video game, and then Spider-Verse was the third Doc Ock. 3 Doc Ocks.
You got lots of Doc Ock.
3 canonical Doc Ocks.
A lot of Doc Ock.
Dude, the weirdest thing about Spider-Verse for me, I like Spider-Verse a lot. I'm just gonna start with that. But Green Goblin in that movie is a fucking giant. Like
And wait, and
in Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse? I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. Green Goblin. I'm trying to think what he
He
looks
was
like.
a big green fucking giant. And like that was very jarring. But like I get it's an alternate universe. So the Miles Morales universe is not the Tobey Maguire universe.
Yeah.
In the Tobey Maguire universe is where Peter B. Parker is from, I think. But yeah, it's like Green Goblin is a fucking literal big old goblin kid.
Oh yeah, he is. I'm looking at him now. I went on the Spider-Man wiki. And yeah,
It's crazy. Like
he's a big old fucking goblin.
he's a fucking dragon.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
this
literally
man.
a dragon.
He's a dragon. How does that work?
Wow. He really is just.
I would like
Yeah,
to know
no.
the backstory behind this Green Goblin.
that movie's sick. I remember with the people I went to go see the movie with, dude, when they introduced all the other Spider-Mans from the different like spider universes, that part was incredible.
So good.
Dude, it was literally just like a bunch of different art styles, like in like animation tech, like just all in one like thing with like the like black and white. Like that was sick. You got the like Peter Porker, who's like really like cartoon Bugs Bunny or
like Looney
like
Tunes.
Looney Tunes animated. And then, like the mech girl and she would like the anime stuff. Yeah. Okay, so this is where my complaint comes from. For any of the people who are with me in the theater who complained about this, I'm calling you out because come on, guys. They got upset because they're like, "Oh my god, anime." And I was like, "This is fucking sick." Like, this is fucking awesome.
They complained about anime?
Well, there's that stigma of anime.
Biggest fucking cartoon mediums in the world.
Anime is awesome. Anime is literally just like for like adult cartoons.
They didn't even like go super anime with her.
No.
Like they didn't go like super gross anime with her. They went like really good. Yeah. Like this is inspired by anime. I don't understand how you could not like that. That was such a cool scene.
Dude, well, that entire movie is just like great, and like the fact that was like a pain point was like, oh, the girls like anime, and it was like, but
why the fuck would she not be?
Cool. It's so fucking cool. Like, I don't know, man. I think anime used to. I mean, I don't think it gets as bad as a rap as it does now. I feel like anime is extremely popular.
Yeah, anime now is getting to a point where it's mainstream.
Yeah, I think
I watched anime before it's cool, but like that. Yeah.
People are like, yeah, I watch anime. Have you ever heard of My Hero Academia? And it's like,
and you're like, yeah,
I
have.
Everyone.
And I don't watch anime that often, but I have not watched it. It's the same thing with like Floods or Glasses. Even it was such seen as like stupid or like not nice, and then like now it's there's so many things.
Dude, everyone wants to wear glasses.
There's
everyone
so many things.
Glasses. I mean, I love that I have glasses. I mean, yeah, I don't like that my vision sucks, but like I'm glad I get to wear glasses.
Glasses really break up my face, and I like it.
Well, and also like I don't know. There's also like a stigma about wearing like fake glasses. It's like, who cares? Just do it.
Just do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, if you look good in glasses, you look good in glasses. You don't need bad eyesight to wear glasses. Just fucking wear them.
Right. All right. Carson. What type of music are you listening to?
Nani?
Nani?
I've been listening to you know what? This is what I'll suggest. Go on YouTube and just look up Super Mario Galaxy OST.
Oh yeah.
And listen to that.
Oh yeah, baby.
Because I'll put that on when I just like chilling and just like need something to like, or just, treat yourself to some music this week. Don't even just go listen to that, but like just go back in time to something that's going to like give you a nostalgia boner.
Yeah.
And just put that on. It'll make you feel good. That's my recommendation.
Good recommendation.
Michael, how about you?
Oh my God.
Michael is eating
so spicy.
Food. He's eating what is it? The burger?
It was an onion.
Oh, onion. It burns.
Oh, it's so gross. What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah, my suggestion is also that go listen to something good, but Wait a Minute by Willow is really good. Which is a TikTok song. I'm listening to a lot of TikTok songs. But they're good.
I'm sure. I mean, yeah, they catch on for a reason,
Yeah.
It's because they're usually catchy and they go with stuff.
Wait a Minute by Willow, and then Fairy Fountain. Listen to Fairy Fountain from the Legend of Zelda games.
Oh yeah,
from a heart.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Amy Turk made one it's on Spotify. It's really good. But go listen to that. It's just so nice and chill to listen to, and like makes you feel good. But yeah,
sweet. So now I gotta come up with a fucking okay. Okay. Give me a sec. Because I have an artist to recommend. It's an album, right? You recommend an album next? Okay. So this week I can't say I have like a really like an album to recommend, but I've been listening to this band. They're a Japanese band. They're called Never Young Beach. Um, so yeah, it's all in Japanese, but they have some really good stuff. Like I was listening to the other day. The one that I know is well, I could say the name, but it's
Do it.
I really okay. So it's called Utsurunai.
Perfect.
Um the title's in hiragana, so you got to read hiragana. But I can't because I'm taking fucking Japanese. I'm pretty fucking cool.
Fucking sing, bro.
I'm pretty fucking sick, but I'll tell you one bag.
Do you recognize any of the words in there?
I need to like I think listening in conversation and like kind of like understanding conversation is harder, but I think if I listen, I might. Like I know like watashi is I, is like referring to yourself. I know a few words, but yeah, it's kind of hard to like remember a lot of that stuff, especially with a bunch of other classes. I think
Yeah.
Japanese is the one where I pay attention the most because I'm extremely interested in it. Oh, also, I never. Okay, quickly. This is quick a thing. We don't have to talk about it for long. I had fucking. It's called takoyaki the other day. It's like squid. It's octopus. It's octopus in like a flour like dough ball, and they like put some like some kind of like dried like shavings on top. It's fucking delicious.
It's really good. It's bonita flakes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
But my
anyway,
album recommendation is Rabbit Hearted by Chloe Moriando. She's a YouTuber. She and it's like pretty chill music.
Oh,
so, yeah.
A lot of YouTubers are going into the music, like who don't do music like for their thing are like doing music now.
Yeah, this chick is like she's a music channel. So.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
So it's good.
Yeah, I think it's kind of fun, just like because like Joji did that, and
oh,
now Joji's like one of the top.
So good.
Joji's like I think on Spotify like top like 200 artists, which is like it's like, but that's insane. That's a YouTube guy. That's a guy who's eating vomit cakes.
Frank. Yeah,
that's Filthy Frank. He was eating vomit cakes.
And the thing he talked about in a lot of interviews was like, he really wanted to do this for a long time, and so he had the Pink Eye album, which I forget what it's called, Pink Season, something like that.
Something like that.
And like that turned out really well. So he just quit and then started making music.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
Me neither. All right. Thank you for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. So this has been episode 32 of Working on a Title. Okay, I am Carson Custer. You can follow me on my social medias at Gotatoed and Gotato. And you can also see me on Twitch occasionally, every so often.
I think you just said the same thing 4 times. Occasionally, every so often. Soon.
I would play Beat Saber on stream, but the fucking DMCA is kind of
Oh yeah,
cracking down on, so I can't really do that anymore.
You can play the original songs.
Can I?
I think so.
I don't know, man. DMCA shit.
I feel bad for the Clone Hero streamers.
I feel bad. There's some like music streamer. There's a music streamer called Nick. He's called Nick and a Drumstick, and he plays drums on streams to like songs that people request. That guy's channel's fucked now.
Yep.
That's so sad. I love that guy.
Oh well. Fuck you, Twitch. All right. I'll see you later.
Yep. All right. Goodbye. Bye. Peace.